Wow, stories.
I keep my last name after family events, and Fiancé says he'll change his last name to match. His parents say he's destroying their family and going against tradition. My fiancé, 21-year-old, Alex, and I, 22-year-old, have been together for 6 years, and we are getting married this year. I never cared much about my last name, but after some recent family events, I realized I want to keep mine. Alex doesn't mind and chose to change his last name so we'd match. Upon finding out, Alex's parents, Lisa and Luke, yelled at him. Lisa cussed him out, so my parents let him stay with us for the last week of winter break. We were home on break from college and live a few miles apart. Lisa and Luke say Alex is destroying and disowning his family, publicly humiliating them, and say I'm stripping him of his manhood. They told us we're unbiblical and that women should submit. To them, it's political too. They said the queer community is the reason we are susceptible to this. Transgender people are to blame, and America is in its downfall. This is just another sign. Alex has gotten plenty of texts from Lisa, calling him hateful, cruel, and cold, asking how he can let her suffer. The meetings Alex had with his parents went poorly. They told him they wanted to see him and not talk about the name, but then did. One meeting involved both sets of parents. Lisa and Luke talked 90% of the time before getting up and leaving. They are mad. Alex stayed with us and said even if we go with his name, they would resent us and my family for supporting us. Lisa threatened to cut Alex off and says he won't get another penny. They had planned to contribute to our wedding, stating there were no strings attached, and they fund his college apartment. Lisa said this is the worst thing to happen to her since losing her first baby, and that it's worse than if Alex had gotten me pregnant, ended the life of someone drunk driving, or was gay. She is telling Alex that his grandparents will have to move to assisted living from heartbreak, and Luke keeps telling Alex his choice is hurting people. Their main reason seems to be that it is tradition and that they want the last name carried on. It's not an uncommon last name. I also learned that Lisa borderline tried to talk Alex out of proposing. Alex asked me to marry him anyway, and Lisa called my mom in the midst of the engagement excitement to share her disapproval. They said that they get a say until Alex is married, and that's when they'll leave us be. Lisa and Luke keep texting Alex and my parents, but I have never gotten anything. They openly dislike me now, badmouthing me whether I'm there or not. I have decided my relationship with Lisa and Luke is over. It was rocky before, as they tried to push their religion onto me numerous times. Alex is deciding how much more he can give. He hasn't taken a harsh tone or spoken rudely to his parents, but is tired. Now his parents say if Alex won't move back home, their financial support ends. They say the family won't come to the wedding, and one of his siblings actually has left the wedding party. Obviously, I have decided to stay mostly away from Lisa and Luke now, but they are Alex's family. With the wedding still coming up, we are unsure how to move forward. Edit to add, Lisa and Luke's financial support is not necessary, and the wedding will proceed with or without it. Just thought it relevant to point out that the money that was offered, no strings attached, clearly does have strings. We know we are young and are still getting married after spending 6 years together. Postponing the wedding isn't something we are willing to do. Now, for a few comments before the update. Comment 1. Stop talking about it until after the wedding, and for the rest of your life, stop giving these people details about your lives. Have the fiancé agree to gray rocking them going forward, or there will be arguments about baby names and other stuff going forward. I don't even understand the arguments about baby names. The first anyone knew my baby's name was in our birth announcement. Comment 2. It sounds like he has really good reasons for not wanting to be associated with that last name any longer. Yes, it's not a traditional thing, and people will look at him funny for it. They can just frick right off. If you're happy and he's happy, that's all that matters. Now, for the update. Hey everyone, a lot has happened since my last post, and I just had to come back to update you all on the chaos that's been unfolding. So after Alex's parents, Lisa and Luke, found out about his decision to take my last name, things went from bad to worse. They've been bombarding him with texts and calls, each one more dramatic than the last. Lisa even went as far as to say that Alex changing his name is worse than if he had committed a serious crime. I mean, can you believe that? It's just a name change, but to them, it's like the end of the world. But here's where things get really crazy. Alex's parents had always been a bit controlling, but we never realized the extent of it until now. Back in high school, Alex was a star athlete, and his dad pushed him so hard that he ended up with a serious injury. He had to quit sports altogether. Lisa and Luke never really let that go, and it seems like they've been trying to control every aspect of his life ever since to make up for it. Now they're using every tactic in the book to manipulate him. They've even gone as far as to say that his grandparents are so heartbroken over the name change that they'll have to move into assisted living. That's just low, using his love for his grandparents against him. And remember how I said one of Alex's siblings left the wedding party? Well, turns out that was just the beginning. His parents have been rallying the whole family against us. They're spreading rumors and lies, trying to turn everyone on Alex's side of the family against him. It's like they're trying to isolate him so he has no choice but to come crawling back and do what they want. But Alex is standing his ground. He's been amazing through all of this, even though I know it's tearing him up inside. He's always been the peacemaker in his family, the one who tries to keep everyone happy. But now, he's finally putting his foot down, and it's causing a rift like you wouldn't believe. Just the other day, we had a confrontation with Lisa and Luke that I still can't shake off. They showed up at my parents' house unannounced, demanding to speak with Alex. They were yelling and causing such a scene that our neighbors came out to see what was going on. It was mortifying. Alex tried to calm things down, but his dad was so angry that he actually poked Alex in the chest and told him he was a disgrace to the family. It was intense, and I was so proud of Alex for not losing his cool. But here's the kicker, and this is what really got to me. Lisa pulled me aside during all the commotion and told me that I was the problem, that I was the one who had changed Alex and turned him against his family. She even accused me of trapping Alex by getting pregnant, which is ridiculous because I'm not even pregnant. It's like they're trying to paint me as the villain in their twisted narrative. And the worst part is, some people are actually buying it. Alex's extended family has been cold to me ever since, and it's clear that Lisa and Luke are behind it. Despite all this, Alex and I are more determined than ever to go through with the wedding. We've been through so much together, from high school drama to college challenges, and we're not going to let his parents tear us apart. We've decided to pay for the wedding ourselves, and honestly, it's a relief not to have that financial string attached anymore. But just when we thought things couldn't get any more stressful, Lisa dropped a bombshell. She said that if Alex goes through with the name change, they'll cut him off completely. No more financial support for his college apartment, nothing. It's like they're trying to force him to choose between his future and his family. And to add insult to injury, they've been spreading rumors about us to our friends and even some of our professors at college. It's like they're on a mission to ruin our reputations and our lives. But here's where karma comes in the most unexpected way. Lisa and Luke's attempts to turn everyone against us have started to backfire. People are beginning to see through their lies and manipulation. Just yesterday, one of Alex's aunts reached out to us to apologize for believing Lisa and Luke's side of the story without hearing ours. She even offered to help with the wedding preparations. It's a small victory, but it feels like a turning point. Slowly but surely, people are starting to see the truth. And Lisa and Luke's grip on the family narrative is slipping. It's not much, but it gives us hope that maybe, just maybe, things will start to get better from here.